First, I just want to take a measurement and see where we're at right now. So you can see, if we go to that high spot on the fender flare here, right there, be 35 7/8, let's call it. Almost 36 inches. And then here on the back, I would call that 33 5/8 to right there. All right, the first thing we want to do is raise the vehicle, get the tires off the ground, that way you unload the torsion bars. Now I'm going to grab a couple jack stands and put them underneath the frame, and maybe drop this down to the jack stands. I wouldn't exactly trust this with your life, and better be safe than sorry. Okay, as we get underneath the vehicle here, right here we got the torsion bar. This goes all the way up front to the lower A-arm, and then right here is your torsion key, and right here is the bolt for the torsion key. This is how we adjust it. This is either 24 millimeter or 15/16. Now if you look carefully there, I have marked it already. Right there I got a mark, and at the very top of the shaft I got another mark, and that is lining that up. So as we turn this outward, we'll be able to count how many rotations and make them even from one side to the other. All right, here we go. Now it actually doesn't turn too hard. I'm surprised. Okay, we got one turn there. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to go ahead and drop the other side 8. We'll drop the vehicle down and see where we're at. All right, I went ahead and took it out for a drive. I couldn't tell any difference the way it handled. I mean, I was pitching it left and right. It handles great, so I didn't notice any difference there. That was good. Now, pull out the tape measure and see what we got. All right, looks at 33 and just a hair over 5/8. So that's nearly a 2 1/4 inch drop. So that's significant. So for every 4 turns, you're dropping 1 1/8 inches. That actually evens it up with the back. About the easiest lowering I've ever done. I did the same thing to a Corvette I had, a 97 Corvette, and you can lower and raise those on every corner. And that one I only lowered 5/8 of an inch just to make it look a little better. It made quite a difference actually, that little 5/8 of an inch. But what I'm thinking here is I'm going to go ahead and maybe give this another turn, maybe 2, just to bring down the front end a little bit more, and I think I'm going to be happy with that. And then it does need new shocks anyway, so I'll look into some performance shocks and probably go ahead and get some that are a little bit shorter than when we got in here right now. Okay, I'm going to get back in the garage and make that small adjustment. All right, I think I'll just go with another 2 turns, and we'll see how that looks. I know that we're probably talking half an inch there. There's 1, and there's 2. Now I'll get the other side. All right, now we'll let it down and see what happens here. I bet that made a difference. It definitely needs new shocks. But it's not like I'm bouncing down, you know, bottoming out on the shock itself, which is a good thing. I went ahead and took it out for a drive. Still, I don't notice any really adverse effect of, you know, twitching it left and right. You know, like the way it handles. It seems still really good. Now, I did notice it might be hitting the bump stops on some bumps. I can kind of feel that. You get a little bit of a rough ride that way. I mean, other than that, it rides fine unless you hit those bump stops. Now, what it brought it down to was 33 1/8 inches right there. The rear is 33 3/4, so we're talking 5/8 of an inch difference, you know, higher in the rear.